What's up guys, I'm Paul and welcome to the e-commerce gold YouTube channel. Now in this video, I'm going to go through 5 marketing methods that you could consider using for your e-commerce business. And I'm going to go through ones ranging from short-term ones to long-term ones to hopefully give you some ideas as to what you can do in order to try and get sales for your online store. Right, so the first one is paid ads, and I'm sure you've heard these on every other e-commerce marketing video out there, but there's good reason for this, and it is that it is one of the best ways to get sales, especially in the early days of your store. It's a very good short-term marketing method because what you're doing basically is you're paying to put your products in front of potential customers. Now, how successful your marketing campaigns are going to depend on your knowledge, expertise, and also your budget when it comes to running ads. But when it comes to running ads, there's 2 really important things that you need to figure out. Number 1, who is your target audience? And 2, where are they likely to be? So are they going to be on search engines? If so, you'd run Google ads. Are they going to be on Facebook? If so, you'd run Facebook ads. Now, I can't tell you how to find this. You've got to do the research yourself because it varies from niche to niche and product to product. So you're going to have to put the research in to find out where they are. And once you find out where they are, then you can start planning running ads on that platform. Right, so the second one is influencer marketing. And some people might have a negative view of influencers because they do get some bad press. But what you've got to remember is an influencer is anybody who has a following and an audience. And even I fall into this category because I have subscribers on YouTube, I have people who follow my blog. So I am technically an influencer because people make decisions based on the content that I produce. So not all influencers are your typical Instagram models. I know I'm most definitely not. But influencers can be a great way to get your product out to an audience because you're basically leveraging somebody else's audience. And this is a great short-term marketing strategy because basically you contact an influencer in your niche and then discuss basically creating sponsored posts. Now, when it comes to finding an influencer, as I say, you want to find somebody in your niche. And sometimes, but this isn't always guaranteed, it can be sometimes better to go for smaller influencers. The reason is they can have a more loyal and targeted audience who are going to be more receptive to the content that they put out. Now, this is going to be dependent on the niche and also the product as well. And it depends whether you want to reach a larger audience or a more targeted, smaller audience. I'll leave that one up to you. Now, when it comes to actually contacting an influencer, what you want to do is find their contact details. It's either going to be via email or you're going to be able to contact them through the platform that they're using. And in terms of platforms, they can be on a variety of different ones. Common influencer platforms include Instagram, TikTok, and also here on YouTube. And number 3 is affiliate marketing, which works in a similar way to influencer marketing in the fact that you're leveraging somebody else's audience. But the way the relationship works is slightly different because with influencer marketing, you're basically paying for either a one-off or a series of posts. It's quite a short-term arrangement. Yes, you can go back and sponsor them again in the future, but the impact of their posts is usually quite short-term, especially if they're on things like Instagram or TikTok. Affiliate marketing works in a slightly different way. The reason is you provide your affiliates with a unique link, and when people purchase a product through that link, the affiliate earns a commission. And if you offer a good product and you also offer a good commission, there's incentive there for your affiliate to keep promoting your products. And a lot of affiliates are on platforms that have a longer term reach than some social media platforms. So you've got things like YouTubers like myself. My videos get watched a lot, and I've even got videos from like 2-3 years ago that still get watched. And it's the same with bloggers as well. A lot of affiliates are also bloggers, and their content has a much longer reach than social media platforms. Now, when it comes to working with both influencers and affiliate marketers, it's best off to let them try the product out. So if you've got a physical product, send them one to try out. If it's a digital product, let them have access to it. Because basically people want to see these people interacting with these products. They don't just want to hear, yes, this is an awesome product, you should go and buy it. It doesn't come across as natural. So let people have access to the product. And with things like affiliate marketers, if the product's good, they'll do reviews, they'll include it in best of lists, and it can be very beneficial to your product and get you in sales on a more longer term basis. And number 4 is SEO or search engine optimization. Now, this is most definitely a long-term marketing strategy because it can take 6 to 12 months plus to start seeing any return from your SEO marketing efforts. But when done correctly, it can be one of the most profitable ones out there. It can also be one of the best converting because a recent study found of all the sales channels out there that traffic from organic search search results was the best converting. So it's something that you may want to consider as a marketing strategy, especially a long-term one. Now, when it comes to SEO, for me, there are 4 important elements that make up an effective SEO strategy. The first one is doing effective keyword research, basically finding out what people are actually searching for. Number 2 is creating high quality content that matches the search intent of those keywords. Number 3 is internal linking, so basically linking your site together to work together towards that overall SEO strategy for your site. And number 4 is backlinks. These are links from external sites to your site that grow the authority and trustworthiness of your site. And as this is a long-term strategy, when you do make changes, SEO changes to your site, it can take a while to see any kind of impact from those changes. It's just something you have to be patient with and be prepared to roll with, and be prepared to continually work on the SEO of your site to try and improve it and try and get it further up those rankings. But say, if done properly, it can be an incredibly profitable marketing method. And finally, number 5 is email marketing. And this is something you definitely want to consider doing. The reason is it can cost a lot of money to acquire a new customer, and you don't want them to just be one and done. You want to try and turn them into a repeat customer or a returning customer at minimum. And this is where email marketing can be very effective, because you've already got them to your store, and if you can capture their email address, then you can contact them and try and get them to come back and make future purchases. Now, when it comes to getting people to actually sign up to your email list, there's a couple of things you can do. The first one is to make an offer on their first purchase. And I'm sure you've probably come across these. You've gone onto somebody's site and there's been a pop-up come up, sign up to our newsletter to get 5 or 10% off your first order. A great way of getting people's email before they've even been through your checkout. And the second way is to get people to sign up to your email list when they're actually going through the checkout process. I'm sure, once again, this is something you've come across. And especially if you can throw another offer in there. So if they complete the checkout and they sign up to your email list, they'll get 10% off their next order. Make it so they actually want to sign up to the list. Make it viable for them so they actually get something out of it. And then once you've got their email, you can then start targeting them and basically offering them things like exclusive access to new products, exclusive discounts for being a returning customer. Basically, encourage them to come back to your site and buy new products off you. Email marketing can be incredibly effective when done right. But before you can start building your email list, you first need to get traffic and customers. So you're probably going to have to consider one of the 4 options that I mentioned already. But once you have got traffic and customers to your site, you want to make the most of them and try and get them to come back as much as possible, because it's much cheaper to bring somebody back to your site than it is to bring in a brand new customer. So definitely something you want to consider as part of your basically returning marketing strategy. So those are 5 ways you can start marketing your e-commerce store. Now, if this video has been helpful in any way, shape or form, a like would be absolutely awesome, because it helps me out with the almighty YouTube algorithm. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Stay awesome, and I will see you in the next one.